Right, recently purchased these LED H4 headlight replacements via Amazon from a company, DDL Business. When I tried to fit them to a motorcycle, I found that the fitment was absolutely fine. They will only fit one way. However, the orientation of the main and dip beam had been reversed on the LED lights, in that if you select dip position with the normal switch on the motorcycle, the main beam comes on, and then if you go to main beam, the dip beam comes on, so obviously totally useless. Right, I'll try and demonstrate now exactly what the problem is. Here's the box as it comes with the units inside. This is a standard H4 halogen bulb. Now what I've done for just orientation purposes, I've put a red mark at the top fitting of the H4 bulb. It's a Y mounting. The distances between there and there is 35 millimeters, there and there 45 millimeters, so the bulb can only fit in one orientation. So there's a red mark on top of that for orientation, and on the LED unit dimensionally exactly the same, bottom to 35 mil, there to there 45 mil, so it can only fit in one orientation. I've marked the top with a red mark again, so you can see on the video the relationship to vertical. Right, so let's get it all fired up and we'll see what happens. So let's put that there. Right, we'll start with the standard H4 bulb. Now it's a little bit of a rummage to get to the connector block, but there it is. So you can see there, red mark. Let's put that up a little bit more perhaps. Red mark is at the top position, so we'll connect that straight away in there, off the shield, and then what you should see inside there are two elements. One element has a dish underneath it. The rear element is totally unobstructed. The front element with the dish underneath is the dip beam, as when that illuminates, the light is reflected up to the reflector of the headlamp unit and therefore down onto the road. So we'll fire this one up, and on the dip position, you probably can't see that now, but I'm going to put a bit of glass in front. Hopefully that will dim it down enough so you can see that it is only the top element that's illuminated. Now moving to the main beam position, you should be able to see now that it is the lower element that has illuminated. Hopefully that will be clear. So we'll go back to dip. Top element, light being reflected up onto the reflector, and therefore in the headlamp unit it'll be down onto the road. Right, I'll kill that. So we'll plug this into here. Will only fit one way. Okay, good. Orientation, red mark is at the top, so we'll hold that like that. Everything is ready now. When I switch on the lights, the dip beam element should light, which should be the top element. However, you can see immediately it's the bottom element that illuminates. I'll just turn that around a little so you can see the bottom element only. When we move to main beam, the top element illuminates, which should effectively be the dip beam, but you'll also see the bottom element is also illuminated. But clearly, in dip position, the bottom element will reflect its light down onto the reflector lens of the headlamp unit, and therefore up in a high beam position as far as the headlamp is concerned. In dip position, it should be the top element illuminated, as in the H4 bulb. So back onto main beam, and then back onto dip beam. Okay, so you can see the LED unit is back to front. It is either a wiring problem somewhere in the whole makeup of this unit, or this is mounted onto a backplate here by screws. Possibly somewhere in the manufacture the LED unit has been orientated in the wrong position when this backplate has been put on. That's not my job, that's for the manufacturer to sort out.